recipe, here are our ingredients. Okay, over here I have garlic, shallot. This is another type of onion, but this is a sweet type, which is Vidalia onion. I have small pieces of pork here, and I have tomato, Anaheim peppers. This is yard-long beans all cut up, and I have some squash there. I have shrimp, and I will be using some of this bitter melon. And over here I have some okra and some eggplant. Now in the Philippines, the name of this dish is Pinakbet. So it simply is a mixture of all kinds of Asian vegetables, pretty much. And you have a choice of whatever protein you want to include in it. Today I'm using shrimp and pork. You could use either or maybe none at all. You could make a vegetable or vegetarian version of this. So today this is what we have, and let's get started with the procedure. Okay, we are going to put about 2 teaspoons of oil. We're going to let that heat up, and then I will add the pork to give it a chance to brown before I add the ingredients. Okay? Now I'm going to add half cup of water in there. I'm going to let the meat boil. The fat of the meat is somewhat rendered. Now we're going to start adding our aromatics. We start with the garlic. Smells so nice. Now we add the shallot. And the Vidalia onion. Okay, I just want to give the onion a chance to get translucent and get that brown bits at the bottom. Now we're going to add the the tomatoes. I'm going to lower my heat, and we'll add a little bit of salt and pepper, just a dash of salt to season the meat. And as you can see, the tomato is nice and cooked and release its juices. So I'm going to go ahead and add the squash and the green beans. we are going to add about, let me see, this is about 1/4 cup of water. You could add a little more if you want it saucy. Now we're adding our okra and eggplant, and this we will give it a little bit of seasoning as well. It's gotta be seasoned layer by layer, and I will add the rest of the pepper that I saved. And we let it steam some more. Now we are going to add my shrimp. A little bit of salt and pepper. Now we're going to add some of our bitter melon. I add the bitter melon last, because I actually don't like my bitter melon well done. I can eat it raw, as you know, in my salad, and I will cook the rest of the vegetable all the way, cook them through, but bitter melon is something I prefer to have a little crunchiness to it. Okay, so now at this point we're just going to allow it to simmer nice and slow and let all the flavor kind of incorporate. Okay, I'll lower my heat to medium high. Okay, as you can see, everything there are cooked just the way I want it. Okay, the way to test if my vegetable is cooked is the hardest one will be the squash, and as you can see, I have no problem piercing right through that, as you can see, and as well as the eggplant that's cooked and bitter melon. Fork goes right through it. Everything is nice and tender, just the way I like it. Okay.